Hello comrades, welcome to Kosmoto channel. I'm Cosmo, this is Cousin, and today we're going on a road trip. You're gonna want to stick around for this video because I have lots of updates, bike updates, channel updates, life updates, all sorts of updates. Updates are good, stick around, see you soon. We're not going to film much in the truck because this is absolutely atrocious. But the reason we're wearing these is because like 3 weeks ago, this guy and I had the genius idea to cut his muffler off that was hanging down to the ground a little too low. We thought we were doing everybody a favor by taking a safety hazard off the road. Instead, we basically just created an abomination, and now our ears hurt and everything sucks. So yeah, we got like 2.5 hours. If I see something cool on the road, then you know, I'll film it. But right there, Civic.
Our man right there.
That guy has, well, he definitely has VTEC, but we think he has a turbo because he has gauges on there. So there's also an Integra somewhere up there, but we can't catch it because we're in the HOV lane, which is supposed to be the express lane, but it's a slow lane for some reason. So go figure. Anyway, if we see something else cool, we'll turn the camera back on. Yay, road trips, the Toronto traffic.
Pumping gas with the car on is a bad idea.
What? Yeah, so funny story, actually stupid story. I've been like really lazy last week, and people are gonna ream me out for this, but I've been leaving my car on while I've been filling it up. And I keep blaming the gas stations because I can't seem to pump more than like a liter at a time before the pump shuts me off. So I'm always like, these pumps are crap, these pumps are junk, these pumps don't work. And then yesterday we're filling up and the same thing's happening, except gas like starts pouring out of my gas tank. So I'm like, Patrick, turn the car off, see if it makes a difference. Turns the car off, made all the difference. So
Pressurized system, dude.
Not one of my finest moments, that's for sure.
This always happens. Fucking pumps are so shit. No, but just turn your car off.
So we're a little more than halfway there, and
Watch.
huh?
Observe.
Oh,
This needs to be brought back.
these things are like extinct. I used to like wedge lighters and like my key fob into there just to keep it going. Even though it says like don't wedge anything in there, I'm like, I don't care. It's too cold. Patrick, where are we going?
I don't really know. I know we're getting a bike.
We're getting a bike, so that's as much as I'm telling you right now. We're getting another bike, and there are more bike updates in this video, so we'll talk about it. It's not the right time right now. We're recovering from our journey. Actually, we're recovering from the exhaust. Patrick started getting a headache again, so we had to put our head. Love this truck.
Let's do a little stretch.
Jumpy jacks?
No, don't record me. I just give me my privacy, man.
We got here, and the bike is in a little more rough shape than I thought, but I'm buying it for only one component, and I know I'm being super mystical about this whole thing right now. I'm not even saying what's going on with my bikes yet, but once we're back home, I'm going to make a video about explaining all of this and what's going on. But I guess I'll just give you guys a sneak peek anyway.
Yeah, I can already feel us getting stuck. You can feel it's going to happen.
You get stuck.
No, it's not fun getting stuck.
It's so fun getting stuck.
Not when you don't have a way to get unstuck.
Just send her. Just get already sick of being in the car again. Oh, this is so nice. Is this river clean? If I stick my finger in it, will I grow a third eye? No. Okay. We're not from around here, so. so peaceful. I really need to live next to water. I love water, or bodies of water. I mean, hydration is good as well, but I like bodies of water. I like rivers. I grew up on a river, so that's probably why, but living in the city sucks. This is why our lives are miserable right now.
There's
Dude.
some old wooden beams there I want to take home.
I don't want to leave this place.
Can you help me load it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to leave this
Gross.
place.
I do. I want to go shower.
Come here. I'll show you the spot. You go down there, you put your hand in the water.
Woo, let's do it.
Do it.
Ooh, cool rock formation. Yeah, something about water and like looking into clear water.
I know.
And like looking into the micro, like the bacterial communities.
Microbial colony?
What habitat?
What are you trying to say? Microenvironment?
Anyways, I just like looking into these little worlds that exist. It's a nice flow.
I want to go
It's probably
swim.
like sewage water, but I don't care.
I asked the guy, I'm like, is this water safe? He's like, I'm like, if I stick my finger in it, will I grow a third eye? He's like, nah. Let's just go through puddles.
No, we're not getting out. I have one-wheel drive, dude.
Send it.
One-wheel drive.
Yeah,
not
just-
2, not 4, 1.
So just send it. It's enough. You got some meaty tires on there.
I have winters.
Just pretend the mud is snow.
Alright, fine.
Okay, fine.
Do you think I can go through here?
Yeah?
Or is that car still there?
No. But you better send her.
What about the other side? I just don't trust mud. I've been stuck before and I don't want to do it again.
Got this, man.
Sorry.
No worries. These glasses have been through hell today.
Yeah, I want to rock climb
Do it.
this wall.
Do it.
It's not tipped. We have a bike in the back, dude.
Oh my god!
This is how you roll it.
I'm holding the camera horizontally. This is the angle we're at right now. Hope we're not gonna lose any fenders or any other body components. I'm actually kind of worried. It's fine. I don't think it's fine.
It's too small.
It's awesome.
Well, it's an old guy. Race time.
Alrighty guys, it's the day after and I'm back in the shop. I've got my two DT175s behind me, I've got a 1978 and a half, and I've got a 1979. I'm pretty stoked, and let me explain. Basically, I've been pretty unhappy with my hobbies as of late. You can probably tell I haven't been posting videos that much. The reason being is, you know, I've got one bike that kind of works, and I have like 6 projects. As you can tell, the IT400 is missing. It's not here anymore. I did sell it. Some of you may hate me a little for it. I totally get it. Don't worry. But it had to go. I love the idea of that bike. That bike, when I bought it, it was a dream come true. You know, IT400, you know, legendary, iconic 2-stroke, and that thing was awesome. You know, it did run, it did technically ride, but it did need a lot of work. And I was holding off on it. I was keeping it tucked away in a corner, not even thinking about it, because I knew that it needed that much money, and I just couldn't take on a project that big. At least not right now, when I've got so much other stuff going on. So I had to make a decision. I did end up making a profit on it, so there's that. I made about 50% profit on it. So at least I didn't lose any money. But yeah, it's gone. And I told myself that when I'm ready, when I'm in a better spot, I'll just, you know, save like $3 grand and buy myself a nice clean example of an IT250 or a 400, 465, 490. I love all of them, or rather love the idea of all of them. But anyway, enough of that. IT is gone once again. Case closed. It sucks, but it had to happen. It had to happen in order for me to progress to a better spot. And that better spot is having one bike that runs really well so that I can ride it, not worry about it, and basically have the mental capacity to work on my other projects. Currently, when I get on the DT175, this DT175, my original one, I feel like I'm breaking it. I feel guilty riding it. I don't feel good about it. It hurts me to ride the thing knowing that I'm potentially killing it. I don't have the heart to take it apart because, as you can see, I have parts everywhere. I have literally all my stuff is already taken apart. This is the only thing that's complete, and I just don't have the heart to rip it apart as well. So this is where this DT175 came into play. I actually ended up knowing the guy. I bought that blue motorbike from him about 7 years ago. It did originally come to him as a complete bike. As you saw in the cinematics, I don't have the headlight on it, I don't have the speedo on it, there's a lot of parts missing, but that's what those 2 boxes back there are for. That's all the parts for it, or at least most of them. What I am missing is the seat and the mudguard. So if you know anybody who's got a 79 seat and the 78 to 81 mudguard, hit your boy up, because I really need one. I want to put this thing back together eventually. It was a really good deal. It's got very little mileage, very little kilometers on it. It's got a metric speedo, so it's got 5,200 kilometers on it, which is nothing. It's barely broken in. The engine seems to be in really good shape. I will have to inspect. This bike did sit for a while, but it does seem to have good compression. It turns over. The electrical seems to be in good condition. It's all basically there. It just needs some love. I did find the previous owner, and he's actually one of my buddies. He lives about an hour away, and he's got DT175s as well. So kind of funny that this bike is, you know, making its way around. So the plan for this DT175 is to take that motor out, put it into my 175 while I service the engine that's in there. I think that's a good idea because then I'm still able to ride, because that's one of my goals for the summer is I want to ride. I don't want to spend another summer wrenching on things. And another one of my goals is to get a truck, which is another reason that I sold the IT, is because it will help me pay for a truck. I can go to trails, I can go on camping trips with my bike and make more content, and it's just going to be an all-around great idea, I think. I mean, as long as the truck's not crap. But I'm working on that. Hopefully, like within the month, I'll have something. It's a nice bike. It is a clean bike, and I'm really happy with this purchase. It's got stupid things missing, like swing arm bolt nut is missing, a ton of fasteners are missing, basically everything to mount, the airbox, the oil canister, all of that. It's all gone. I was originally planning to resell it. I don't know how I feel about that now, but time will tell. It might be a really good bike for you know, to have friends ride if they don't have one. Basically loan it out to people who I trust. So yeah, that's that. I've got a DT175, I've got another DT175, and I've got a DT100 project, which is moving along. I just need an air hammer, so I can bang stuff out. RT is going to get disassembled for donor parts once the DT frame comes back from powder coating. I think that's it. That's my channel update. I am sorry I've been gone. I've just been kind of demotivated by all my projects and all my junk that doesn't run. And yeah, I kind of wanted to liquidate some things. I'm going to keep selling parts. I just want to make some money so I can invest into this bike, potentially buy like a more modern like YZ125 or maybe even a trials bike. Before I wrap this video up, there is actually one more thing that I want to do, and is open my first piece of submail. I'm pretty stoked on this. Calvin, I'm so sorry it took so long. He did tell me this was coming, and I've had it in my car for about a month because I wanted to open it on camera. So here we are. I'm opening my first submail. This is pretty exciting. Thanks so much, dude, again for sending me this. I know what's inside. I know one of the items. Actually, sorry, I know 2 out of the 3 items that are inside. And he's the real MVP for this one. Instagram, right here. He's also got a DT175, and he does cool RC stuff. He's got some cool Zoid models. Just be sure to check him out. He really helped me out with this one. What this is, I guess I don't need the knife anymore. Take it away from me. So what this is a stock. Oh, piece is falling off. A stock 1979 Yamaha DT175 carburetor. OEM, original, no funky stuff. As you guys may or may not know, I've got a Chinese clone on this bike right now, and it's giving me some trouble. So he was very generous to send me this carburetor, which just needs a rebuild, which is not a big deal. And I'm super stoked to put it on. Thank you very much again, Calvin. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. Like I really appreciate it, man. Thanks. Let's see what else is in this box. Foam. Foam is always good. That's right. This is the other thing that he told me about, and it's an NGK spark plug. For whatever reason, I had a hard time finding NGK spark plugs, especially in this packaging. I do dig this packaging. So thank you, Calvin. I'm definitely gonna use this one next time I flood my bike, which is often. One more thing. This is something I don't know. Hey dude, I think you sent me a washer. I mean, technically you sent me 4 things now, so I'm even more grateful, but I think you might be missing a washer on something. Check your stuff. There's a letter in here as well, or at least an envelope, with stickers. Man, can never have enough stickers. This is awesome. Wolf Enduro. Check these out, guys. Hell yeah. That is so cool. And he sent me 3, so if I screw 2 up, I still got 1 more. That's exciting. This is awesome. I gotta check out who these guys are and what they're all about, but that's a really cool decal, man. And, of course, Moose sticker. That's awesome as well. I've got some Moose stuff on my bike. Well, actually, I only have 1 Moose thing on my bike. Maybe I'll restore these fenders, which I plan on doing, and throw that on. So, that'll be cool. Thank you very much again, dude. I appreciate it. First piece of submail was pretty exciting, I must say. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my road trip with my friend Patrick. He and I always have a great time together. He'll be helping me buy my truck as well. Maybe we'll film that, maybe not. But I'll definitely make a video about my truck when I get it. So if you guys, if you guys have any suggestions for this DT175, or if you know anybody who has parts for it that I mentioned, please let me know in the comments below. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. Obviously dislike it if you didn't. I'm not going to be mad at you. But it does help the channel. It it shows that people are interacting with it, and as a result I have a higher chance of actually being promoted to other people to watch. So without further babbling, I am sorry for the babbling. I know I didn't do anything in this video, but next video we'll be working on the DT100, getting very close. Thing is almost ready for powder coat, and then we can just swap all the RT parts over, and hopefully it's as easy as that. It never is. But thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.